And welcome back to the Brewer Community School Athletic Complex. Jim Churchill, along with our crew of Max Pottle and Nathaniel Bailey. Thanks for joining us here on Ticket TV, and we are underway in game number 2 of the day. The girls taking over here at the Brewer Community School. Boys from Brewer winning the first game by a final of 5-1. Goal for Colby Smith, 2 for Gavin Carr, and 2 for Pablo Garcia. Leading away for Brewer. Hayden Bay had the goal for the Crusaders, actually the first goal of the game, but the Witches pick up their 6th win here in this shortened season. Now it's the Brewer girls and the John Bapst girls soccer teams, and we'll get you their rosters here momentarily. Goal for Brewer is Lindsay Pine. Again, Bella Tanis, their sophomore standout, is injured. Lindsay Pine looked pretty good in the Witches' last game. Saw her working against Ellsworth. Brewer would lose that game, but the freshman performed quite well. All right, Witches on the attack briefly. That one driven across the touchline by John Bapst. Let's take a look at the John Bapst Crusader roster. They're coached by Steve Lammert. And a good mix from every class at John Bapst High School. Just underway here. Chilly early afternoon. Again, not a cloud in the sky today. We got a little breeze, as you can probably hear in my microphone, my headset here. That is creating a bit of a wind chill, but sun doing its best to kind of level things out. That one booted out of there by Lacey Scanlon. And let's take a look at the Brewer girls soccer roster here. Coached by Dave Hamill. Dave was listening to at least part of our first game here today, the boys' game. Brother Kevin Hamill, who's part of the Morning Line show on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket. He'll be joining us for the Monday games between Bangor and Brewer. Throw in by Asiana West. Jamie Sidaway out there, number 14 for John Bapst. Her brother playing for the boys team. Thrown by Sarah Kiley for Brewer. There's Morgan Honey. Throw in here. Sydney Pine is a junior. Again, Lindsay Pine, a freshman. Piece on the Brewer boys team. There are 3 sets of brothers. Looks like the Pines are the only set of sisters on the Brewer girls team. Honey battling to Leah Pepin for John Bapst. That went across the touch line on the near side through the Crusader bench. So the Brewer boys were on the bench to our right in game one, but the Brewer girls are on the bench to our left here for game number two. Sit away. Back to Abby Lawrence. Lawrence battling Honey. Now the Witches on the move. Sarah Kiley lost it across the goal line there. And it's Ruby Dwyer in goal for the Crusaders. She's just a freshman. Officials in this game, Wayne Harvey, was the host of the morning line on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket. Good job getting back there by Sidaway to. That went away from the Witches. Trying to chase it down for Brewer was Caroline Clark. And getting set to check in for Brewer, Maya Edgecombe, a sophomore. She comes in, and checking out for Coach Dave Hamill will be Caroline Clark. Honey tries to get a shot off there, but it's quickly deflected by the Crusaders. We're going to try it again. Long looping kick towards the net. Brewer tracks it down on the left side. Now Bapst will try to clear it, and they do. Cross midfield. Back for the Witches. Riley Umel. Strong defender for Brewer. For Bapst, Jillian Skian, senior out there. He'll sit away on the near side. Off her. West with a throw in for Brewer. Into Charlie Laffey. All the way across the field, tracking it down for Bapst is Savannah Libby. Now it's taken away by Brewer. Lexi Furrow ahead. And West across the touchline, just to our right into the scorer's table. Oh, good hustle here by Bapst. Showing great speed there. Kate Harriman, and a goal for the Crusaders. Harriman with the goal again, showing off some outstanding speed there. getting to the ball, getting around the Brewer defense. And she lets it fly to the top part of the back of the net right there to give the Crusaders the early 1-0 lead. So 10 minutes into this one, Crusaders with the advantage over Brewer. That's their midfield for the Witches. Gets it back to teammate Sydney Pine. Skiing. Touch across the touch line on the far side. Samantha Ishmael tried to track it down. Sit away for Bapst, up ahead to Lawrence. West drives it out of the Bapst offensive third. High school soccer here on Ticket TV, brought to you by Brewer Federal Credit Union. We're here for all life's moments. Pepin gets it back for Bapst, collides with Jordan Doak for Brewer. Again, Jordan was the high school athlete of the week. 929theticket.com last week, had a goal and assist, and also did a great job helping an injured teammate off the field. All right, Brooke Merrow for Brewer up the left side. Tries to get it ahead, but cut off there by Bapst. Gracie Susie there for the Crusaders. Lawrence looking for a teammate, finds one in the middle. Angelo Hennett briefly for John Bapst. Isabel. Pine, the keeper for Brewer. Drives it to midfield. Doak ahead looking for Olivia Wing. Laffey for Brewer. Here's Honey trying to get into the action, but it's going to be taken away there by Bapst. Pepin looking right to Harriman. Harriman has the only goal in the game. Lawrence on the near side. Off the leg of Harriman. Now back to Skian, whose shot goes wide right. If you're looking to buy or sell your next home, give Tim Bush at Next Home Experience a call today. Tim's number is 951-0747. There's Honey. For Brewer, a little hesitation. Now loops it ahead, and Sidaway is going to get to it first. Chasing after her was Olivia Wing for Brewer, and it's going to be off Bapst. Throw into Honey, shielding off the defender. Now curls it ahead and brought down from behind by Pepin. Honey was approaching the ball and put the brakes on. Coach Dave Hamill with some instructions. Both teams setting things up. Brewer offensively, John Bapst defensively, and Crusaders able to drive it into the middle third. Now they'll try to advance upfield. Skiing ahead. Harriman. Oh, he's got a teammate open. That's Lawrence. Lawrence curls it ahead, and ball's going to end up across the goal line to the left of the net. We'll have a quarter break coming up here, right around the 20-minute mark. Drives it out of there. And goes across the touchline, across the way. If you're looking for great food and great views, try the Sea Dog on the waterfront in downtown Bangor. The Sea Dog is open for dine-in, curbside pickup, or delivery. The Sea Dog at 26 Front Street in Bangor. Goes down. Here comes a Brewer. Olivia Wing collides with Sidaway, and that ball off of Bapst across the touchline. Lawrence. Honey now for Brewer. Job defensively there for Bapst. Number 17, Lacey Scanlon. Win picking up. Honey drives one. Is tracked down there by Ruby Dwyer for Crusaders, and their keeper will this one upfield. Brewer turns it the other way. Oh, nice takeaway there by Skian. Now the ball trickles past West, who will send it back to Pine. She'll kick it into some open space. Lawrence there for Bapst. Skian had it briefly. Now there's a shot that is in. Skiing from long range there for the Crusaders. Brewer kind of got caught sleeping there defensively, and Crusaders pick up the second goal of the game. Just saw the tail end of it right there. But it was off the foot of number 11, Jillian Skian. So Skian with the second Crusader goal. Harriman the first. coming at the 21:01 mark. Goal by Harriman at just about the 30-minute mark here in this first half. And that one goes zipping past our monitor here. Who's our ball? Well, if we have any ball runners here in this game, we get some people filling in. Front, driven out of there by Harriman. West trying to track it down on the near side, and that's going to be our quarter break as it comes just beyond the 20-minute mark of this first half. So we'll step aside. Good start in this one for the Crusaders. They lead Brewer 2-0. This is high school soccer on Ticket TV. And we're back here at the Brewer Community School. Jim Churchill along with our crew of Max Pottle, who's directing today, and Nathaniel Bailey on camera. Thanks for being with us here on Ticket TV as that ball ends up off my right toe. Underneath our table here where we are field side for the action here today. We'll be back in the press box at Doyle Field on Monday for Bangor at Brewer. One of our great sponsors here on Ticket TV is Twin City Tire. Twin City Tire is your #1 locally owned snow tire dealer with the lowest prices guaranteed. 2 locations, one at 609 Wilson Street in Brewer, or visit Twin City Tire Express, as you see right there, at 30 Sparks Avenue in Brewer. Nothing. Crusaders with the lead. Trying to even things up here today and get a split for John Bapst against Brewer. The Brewer boys soccer team winning the first game 5-1. Bapst had a 1-0 lead in that one, but 5 straight goals by the Witches. They prevailed to pick up their 6th win here this fall. One game left. That's that Bangor Brewer game on Monday. 4 o'clock start time for the girls. Boys to follow. We'll have it for you here on Ticket TV. There's Kate Harriman. She has one of the John Bapst goals now on the left side. Trying to get a shot off there for the Crusaders. Number 20, Aubrey Hanscom. Skian, who has the other goal. Is it ahead? Brewer trying to get something going offensively. Got another plane set to land here. Smaller jet about to land at Bangor International Airport. Side, Brooke Merrow, senior for the Witches. So Abby Lawrence is going to check out here for John Bapst. Allie Jones will come in. Allie Jones, a sophomore for the Crusaders. Again, Steve Lammert, the coach. He's assisted by Mitzi Skian and Heather Willette. Hamill, the head coach for the Brewer girls, assisted by Matt Goodman. near midfield and could not connect there. We'll need the throw in. And Bapst again is going to do a great job defensively. Brewer can't get anything going. Here's a nice little touch ahead, and unable to turn it back, and then eventually a shot off the side of the net. Good pass ahead to Hanscom. Almost pulled it off. Brewer curls it ahead. Back there for Bapst, though, is Lacey Scanlon. Pepin at midfield. Brewer player goes down. Jordan Doak quickly back to her feet. And ball across the touchline. There by Skian. She's going to head to the corner, see if she can track it down. Good job looking back to the middle of the field. Sends it in that direction, and Pine for Brewer. The goalkeeper lost it briefly, but got it back quickly. And now she'll send it towards midfield. Pepin for the Crusaders to the right side. Harriman. Bapst, now Umel for Brewer. Tries to clear it, but it goes to Harriman. Now here's Pepin with a shot, and not a bad attempt there, but it's going to go to the left of the net. Goals in this one for Kate Harriman and Jillian Skian for the Crusaders. They lead it 2-0. Now it's Furrow, or pardon me, Merrow. Good maneuvering over there by Samantha Ismail. Skiing. Stay away for Bapst. Crusaders have controlled the play here early in this game. And obviously have controlled the scoreboard to this point as well. And that one across the touchline right in front of us. High school soccer here on Ticket TV, brought to you by Penobscot Cleaning Services Incorporated, the only name you need to know for all your professional cleaning and disaster restoration needs. They have locations in Brewer and Trenton. 44 years of serving the people of Maine. PenobscotCleaning.com is where you can find them. Broadcasts here on Ticket TV, also brought to you in part by Gilman Electrical Supply. Visit GilmanElectricalSupply.com. Hanscom for Bapst. Collision at midfield between Pepin and Honey. Ruby Dwyer for Bapst, their keeper. Not any major test to this point. We were trying to change that right here. That one goes across the touch line, across the way. As we approach the 10-minute mark here in this first half. Bapst players getting set to check in here. Alec Campbell up there for the Crusaders. We'll reset the Bapst lineup once these new players come in. One of our issues with the scaffolding. Sometimes it'll cut off some of our angles. All right, let's reset the Bapst lineup here. Faith Bouchard is out there. She's a sophomore. Also on the field right now, Gracie Susie, Savannah Libby. On the field as well, Allie Campbell, Natalia Pepin, Abby Lawrence back into the game as well, Jillian Skian. And checking in right now is going to be Isabel Angelo. Coming off the field is Aubrey Hanscom. Elena Mitchell out there also, just a sophomore for the Crusaders. That one all the way in on Pine, keeper for Brewer. This one high in the air, and Kylie moves it ahead for Brewer. Trying to chase it down. It's Jordan Doak. Harriman and Skiing the goals for the Crusaders. They lead it 2-0 here late in the first half. There's one driven towards the net, but it's going to hook left. Still in play. Merrow over there for Brewer. And glanced off the official there, Wayne Harvey. Now up ahead for Bapst, number 1, Elena Mitchell. Oh, nice touch there. Skiing couldn't handle, but quickly gets to her feet. But it's going to be chased down by Lacey Scanlon. for Brewer, drives it back across midfield. Coming back into the game for Brewers, Maya Edgecombe, and checking out for the Witches will be Brooke Merrow. Side, Honey gets around the defender, and Dwyer comes out to scoop that one up before Morgan Honey could get to it. Now Bapst on the attack again. Moving it ahead is Pepin. Pepin down the near side. Puts it in front, and Pine out to get to that ball just ahead of Isabel Angelo. High school soccer here on Ticket TV, brought to you by Greenway Equipment Sales. Nothing runs like a deer in Bangor and Ellsworth, and at greenwayequipment.com. And we're also brought to you by Northeast Driving School. They're Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. You can visit them at 360 Harlow Street in Bangor, or register for courses today at northeastdrivingschool.com. Bapst with the lead. Here's Kylie taking it away for Brewer. Centers it and knocked out of there briefly, and now Brewer trying to get a shot on. They will, but making the play there is Dwyer for the Crusaders. Final few moments of this first half. Bapst has controlled the play, and now they're looking for a little more here late in this first half. Good job defensively there by Umel for Brewer. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Dean's Detailing. Give your car a fresh start inside and out. Call 945-3016 or book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Soon at the half, we'll have the first half highlights. But this, a potential major upset brewing in ACC football. Clemson, the #1 team in the country, they are playing without their starting quarterback and likely the #1 pick in the next NFL draft. That would be Trevor Lawrence, as he had a positive COVID-19 test, so he is quarantining currently, not playing today. But BC leading Clemson 28-13. Game at the half. BC stepping it up this year, playing much better, but Clemson at home, and even without Trevor Lawrence, certainly favored in that one. But the Eagles right now up by 15, so still a 2-score game there. Be one of the biggest wins in Boston College football history if they can hold on for another 30 minutes. We're down to the final minute in this first half of this girls' soccer game here in Brewer. Bapst up by 2. Lawrence, and can't connect with her teammate there, Elena Mitchell. Cincinnati leading Memphis at the half, 21-10. Michigan State leading Michigan at the half. Michigan heavily favored in that game. Michigan State down these days. Ohio State, Penn State coming up tonight. We've got West Virginia and Louisville on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket this afternoon. There's 10 seconds left in this first half. Looks like it's going to be a 2-0 Bapst advantage. And the buzzer sounds, and that will do it for half number one. After the first 40 minutes, it is the John Bapst Crusaders 2 and the Brewer Witches nothing. Stay tuned for the halftime report. This is high school soccer on Ticket TV. And welcome back to the Brewer Community School. Jim Churchill with you, along with our crew of Max Pottle, who's directing the show, and Nathaniel Bailey's working on the camera up above us, on the scaffolding behind us. And we've got a 2-0 John Bapst lead at the end of the first half. Let's take a look at those Crusader goals here. And at about the 30-minute mark of the first half, it would be Kate Harriman. She showed off her speed getting to that ball and then rifled it into the back of the net. 1-0 Crusaders there. And then about 9 minutes later, it would be Jillian Skian. We catch the tail end of it there. She finds the left side of the net, getting it past the Brewer keeper, Lindsay Pine, and it would give the Crusaders the 2-0 lead that they currently enjoy here under the sunshine at the Brewer Community School. And we will take another time out here in the halftime report. We'll come back and talk about our upcoming schedule next. This is high school soccer on Ticket TV. We are back here at the Brewer Community School. Jim Churchill is with us here on Ticket TV. Second game of the day. The Brewer boys winning the first game on the soccer pitch. They defeated John Bapst 5-1 after falling behind early 1-0. Goals in that game for John Bapst. It was Hayden Day, and for Brewer Witches, 2 goals for Gavin Carr, 2 goals for Pablo Garcia, and a goal for Toby Smith as well. So the Witches get the upper hand here in this doubleheader between Brewer and John Bapst. So far in the girls' game, John Bapst has been in control. Let's take we took a look at their goals, but they've got the 2-0 lead over Brewer. Get the split on the doubleheader here this afternoon. Let's take a look at these two high schools going at it here today. First for John Bapst, a great picture there, the Broadway location in Bangor. Enrollment approximately 500. Head of school is Mel McKay, and the AD is Dan O'Connell. Now taking a look at Brewer High School. Well, there's the varsity roster. There's the school, Brewer High School. Parkway South in Brewer, just down the road here from the Brewer Community School. Enrollment 670 approximately. The principal, Brent Stolkowski, and athletic director is Dave Utterback. Coming up this weekend on Maine Sports Leader, Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket. This afternoon, as I mentioned, college football, Virginia Tech taking on Louisville. Then tomorrow, got NFL doubleheader. Patriots preview. The Pats pregame show starts things at 10 a.m. Take you up to 1 o'clock kickoff between the Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. That game in Buffalo. Pats in need of a win. They are just 2-4, unfamiliar territory for Bill Belichick and company. And for the Bills, they are 5-2, currently in third place in the AFC East. Patriots postgame show after that on the Radio Network, and then tomorrow night, Sunday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Eagles. They're playing for first place in the NFC East. And then taking a look at our next broadcast here on Ticket TV. It's going to be Monday afternoon, late afternoon. More varsity soccer action. Bangor Rams in Brewer to take on the Witches. The girls game on first. They'll play at 4 p.m. The boys game right after that. All right. Take our final timeout here in the halftime reports. Again, it's John Bapst 2, Brewer 0. nothing. It's high school soccer on TV.
Whether your team is your family, your business, or your employees, staying connected is crucial. You can depend on the Cross Insurance family
Very good.
to provide the best insurance solutions for you. We've got your team protected. Visit crossagency.com today.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Celebrating 50 years, Northeast Driving School is Greater Bangor's #1 choice for driver's ed. The Northeast team is experienced, professional, and dedicated to its students. Sign up today for weekday or weekend courses at northeastdrivingschool.com.
See Spot. See Spot run. Run Spot run. Oh no, Spot. Oh no, many spots. Time to call Penobscot Cleaning. Our professional cleaners come to you. Our truck-mounted systems are quick and cause little disruption to your home or office. We also clean upholstered furniture and leather. Oriental or fine area rugs are specially cleaned right in our shop. We'll give you the cleanest carpets guaranteed. Visit our website at penobscotcleaning.com. Oh look at that, spotless.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales keeps your John Deere running year-round with convenient mobile maintenance service. We service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard in our specialty-equipped truck with no mess in your driveway. Our 14-point checkup will keep your John Deere running smoothly. We'll even change attachments for you. Call the Smith Brothers today to schedule expert service right at your door. With 2 trucks now on the road to serve you better.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
right side. Moving in is Libby. Libby shot towards the left. By the Crusaders. Come up in. High school sports here on Ticket TV is brought to you in part by Brewer Federal Credit Union. We're here for all life's moments. Mel, good defense by her. Getting set to check back into a Brewer. Oh, massive collision. Two players go down quickly, but they both bounce right back up. It was dope for Brewer, and number 14, Jimmy Sidaway for Crusaders. Back. Towards the net, but it's right over there by number 7, Grayson Susie. Checking out Brewer Witches. Brewer Walker. Already, the doorstep there was Brewer. Charlie Black, the sophomore, which is best chance of the game. But here comes the Crusaders. Trying to come up with a big advantage. Merriman controlling. You know, right there. Now drops it back to Skiing. Right foot and right at the net. Both good time. If you're looking to buy or sell your next home, call Tim Bush at Next Home Experience today. It's number 951-0747. approach, and she hits the post on the right side, so the Witches come up empty, and then a collision there. Hard for Bapst with sit away. Talking with the official. Go. Captain running back to the head. Stay in the game. Clark on the PK hitting the right post. So the score remains 2-0. Sidaway is going to check out now, coming in for Bapst is number 10. Number 10 Crusader roster. Number 10 on their JV team is Kimball, so I'm going to go with that. Solid defense for Brewer, but charging out and sliding down, and she's getting close to that. Across the touchline on the far side by Brewer, so Bapst back at it again. Libby centers it, and Harriman. A lot of open net there, but she missed up and over the crossbar. Trainer here today. Sit away down to the right here. Test down hard, snap back into the turf, collision from the sideline. Coming in for Crusaders, check out. Crusaders in the first half, holding up to this point. Skiing. Back in for Bapst is Allie Campbell, sophomore. Far side. Through the open gate over there. More here at Brewer Community School. Out in the sky. Sunny but chilly afternoon out here in Brewer. It's a tire issue. Number one, hopefully snow tire dealer with the lowest prices welcome back to broadcast here this afternoon for high school girls soccer. We're at Brewer Community School today. This matchup between the John Bapst Crusaders and the Brewer Witches. Boys game start our action here today at 11 a.m. Brewer boys get that first nothing. Big goals that Bapst is 5-1. This game so far, it's been all John Bapst. They lead it 2-0. Over the play. Right sunshine here in Brewer. Furrow. Play. That first goal, trying to get some momentum, but again, good defense there by John Bapst. Again, went shoulder to shoulder there with Narrow, ball across the goal line. Coming in for the Crusaders here, Allie Jones and Allie Campbell. Just a couple of Allies coming into the game. Down for John Bapst. Harriman. Harriman. Ooh, looking for a teammate on the right side. There's Allie Jones. Jones in front of the net, and into the net is Kate Harriman. As the keeper for the Witches, Lindsay Pine, just could not control that ball. And Harriman, with her second goal of the game, you see, and there were bodies in front, and Pine could not collect it, despite a great effort there by the Brewer keeper. And loose ball, left side of the mouth of the net right there, and Harriman able to drive it into the back of the net, so that makes it 3-0 Crusaders. Goal at the 16-11 mark. Jones. Aubrey Hanscom back out there for the Crusaders. Here's Gracie Susie. She's been very much involved here in recent moments. Hanscom. Good defense there by Furrow. Merrill on the near side. She's stopped there by Susie. At the furrow now to midfield, but stepping in there to stop the Brewer momentum is Coleman, Emma Coleman for Bapst. Allison Ellis, a junior, on the field now for the Witches. High school sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by Greenway Equipment Sales. Nothing runs like a deer in Bangor and Ellsworth, and at greenwayequipment.com. Clemson coming back against the BC. Boston College with a 28-13 advantage over the Tigers at the half, but early in the second half it is now 28-26. Edgecombe. Land on Brewer. Keeper Pine, strong leg out to midfield, and Merrill heads it ahead, but Gracie Susie has been stellar defensively for John Bapst in this one. Coming in for Brewer, and checking out for the Witches will be Caroline Clark. And she fires one, and it's knocked down by the Bapst goalie, and quick recovery there to drive it out is Lacey Scanlon. Looked there by Honey. I was just about to say she's dealing with a left leg injury, but some force behind that one. And Ruby Dwyer went high to knock it down, and then got some help from her teammates. 10 minutes left to go in this one. Bapst holding on to the 3-0 lead, which is his best opportunity. 12 by the Crusaders. Players down near midfield, CC. Back in for Bapst, and she's going to collide with Marrow right in front of our broadcast position. High school soccer brought to you by Northeast Driving School. They're Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Visit them at 360 Harlow Street in Bangor. You can register for courses at northeastdrivingschool.com. For Bapst. I believe that's Ella Brochu. Germans checking out of the game. Coach Lammert. Across the touchline. Check in with our director here, Max Bauer. It's too quiet. Max, you have any big Halloween plans?
Not really. Besides sitting, watching this game.
That's right. And I'm sure you'll be in front of the television tomorrow with some NFL action. Yep. Patriots at 1 o'clock against the Bills.
Yeah, Patriots get kind of hard to watch, to be honest. At least the last few games.
Last week was tough. This coming after the week before against Denver. Of course, they dealt with the COVID-19 issues. They've been able to practice a lot over the last 3 weeks. They were able to practice leading into that 49er game. They got crushed, but hoping the defense can be more like itself this week at Buffalo. And after 2 weeks of practice, being a little better, hopefully they can hold on to the football. Cannot afford to turn it over against the Bills. But again, we've got that game for you tomorrow on Sports Radio 92.9. The Ticket at 1 o'clock, pregame show at 10 a.m. 7.5 minutes left to go in the game. Quick turnaround in this one. Looks like the two schools will split here today. The boys win the first one 5-1. Goals in that game for Gavin Carr, 2 for Pablo Garcia, 1 for Colby Smith, 5-1 Witch win. In this game, all the goals for Bapst, obviously, 2 for Kate Harriman and 1 for Jillian Skian. Coming after the game, each of the replays of those goals. Patriot game tomorrow at 1. Again, the Patriots preview show at 10 a.m. on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket. We've got Sunday Night Football, Cowboys and the Eagles. Despicable NFC East. Both of those teams are just 2 wins on the season, but they're playing for first place. The Washington football team also in the mix there with a couple of wins. And the Giants, with just one win are out of it. Player down there. That's going to be Coleman going down to Bapst. Skiing. To pick that one up and wings it ahead to a teammate, Laffey, the Brewer. We'll go across the touchline, across the way. High school soccer brought to you by Dean's Detailing. Give your car a fresh start inside and out. Call 945-3016 or book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. State still leading Michigan in college football 20-17 in the third quarter. Played in Ann Arbor. Really like to break the ice late here. At least get one on the board. Danger of being shut out. Had a couple of really good opportunities, but that's been about it. Bunch of Crusaders coming into the game. And Libby, Lawrence. Adjust the clock here back to 3:15. College football coming up on the ticket later today at 4 o'clock. Virginia Tech and Louisville. And the two NFL games tomorrow. We'll take a look at the weekday lineup on Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket as well. Each and every weekday, I mentioned one of our officials, Wayne Harvey, a host of the Morning Line, along with his buddies Greg Hirsch, Kevin Hamill, Brian Stackpole, and Jeff Hoke. Morning Line, weekdays on Maine Sports Leader from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. And ESPN Radio takes over from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. And then it's The Drive, 4 to 6 p.m. It's truly, along with Mark Paulette, Aaron Jackson, and Ernie Clark. In the net there, but no goal. Score remains 3-0 Bapst. 2.5 left to go. all around here today for the Crusaders. Defense has been very strong. Lucy Scanlon's been part of it. Gracie Susie's been part of the good defense. She lies there with Doak. Minute and a half left. Happy to salt some time away here. Here's Skian. She has one of the Bapst goals. Julian. Defense there by Lexi Furrow for Brewer. Furrow moving it ahead. Battling Coleman and Scanlon. And that went in on Dwyer. And a little bobble, but nice job there by Ruby Dwyer. Now they've got, she's wearing number 99, so I believe that is Ruby Dwyer. But there's no, well, it could be Kate Griffin. She's a freshman on the JV squad, so I apologize. I saw a 9 and thought was an 8, and those were the two keepers listed. Kate Griffin puts it at number 94, the varsity team. So Kate Griffin, my apologies, but in any event, Kate and Ruby got a for the Crusaders. They defeated Brewer Witches in this girls soccer game by a final of 3-0. Take a quick timeout. Back with the highlights of the post-game show. This is high school soccer on TV. We are back here at the Brewer Community School. Jim Churchill, along with our crew of Max Pottle and Nathaniel Bailey. Thanks for joining us for this soccer doubleheader today. 2 games in the books. The Brewer boys win their game 5-1. John Bapst responds on the girls' side with a victory here in game number 2. The final in this one, 3-0. Let's take a look at the 3 John Bapst goals in the game. And this would be Kate Harriman chasing it down. Great speed, and then boom, into the back of the net. 1-0 Crusaders. And then shortly after that, it would be Leah Skinner getting into the act. Catch the tail end of it right there. From long range, she picks up goal number 2, and those goals coming in the first half, and then the only goal of the game here in the second half. You see the ball there on Pine, bodies in front, could not get control of it, and pouncing on it is Harriman with her second goal of the game. All right, we'll take another break, and we'll come back and wrap this one up. This is high school soccer on Ticket TV. 2 here today. And a win for Brewer, a win for John Bapst. Brewer winning the boys' game 5-1. John Bapst winning the girls' game 3-0. So the action done today here on Ticket TV, but we have more for you coming up on Monday, and it will all start at 4 p.m. from Doyle Field right here in Brewer, and it's going to feature the Bangor Rams taking on the Brewer Witches. Again, girls will get things going at 4 p.m., and then the boys will play right after that. Hope you can join us here on Ticket TV, again live from Doyle Field in Brewer. All right, that's going to do it for our broadcast here today. 5-1. Boys win on the Brewer side, 3-0. Girls win on the John Bapst side. For Nathaniel Bailey and Max Pottle, I'm Jim Churchill saying so long from Brewer. You've been watching Ticket TV.